there's some good news that came out this weekend.
What's that?
The All-Star game is coming up, and they made their final announcement on all their selections. Well, I guess not the final. There'll be some reserves that keep sneaking up, but we had the fan vote, and of course, no Pirates came in because, well, yeah, obvious reasons. But now they selected all the rest of the roster to fill out, and Mitch Keller, Jimbo, Mitch Keller is an All-Star. Imagine saying those words a year ago.
Yeah. Do we want to make that our single shot?
We could. Why don't you go ahead and do that?
I'm the only one keeping things together around here. No, but
I haven't had my actual double shot yet.
It just goes to show you, like, I mean, congratulations, Mitch Keller, selected to the All-Star team as the lone Pittsburgh Pirates representative. It's just wild because we're talking, we are less than 13 months from a big old graphic being put on a national broadcast, right? Talking about just how bad Mitch Keller is. Worst in baseball. Like everything, like every category that matters in baseball, Mitch Keller was basically last in 13 months ago. And now he's a National League All-Star. So, just that just shout out to Mitch Keller. Dude just completely turned around his career. It's a well-deserved All-Star appearance. Not like he's just a token representative.
Right.
His strikeout numbers are very good. He's thrown a ton of innings. His WAR's up there, where it should be. His ERA is low. Like he's very well deserving of this All-Star appearance.
Yeah, 100%. And again, going back to that 13-month span, I know we talked about, and you're like, I don't remember saying that. But regardless, is Mitch Keller going to get DFA'd? Like that's where his career was heading. Is he going to be a DFA candidate, especially this upcoming offseason? Like, will they even tender him a contract? Is that who Mitch Keller is? And here we are a year later, and he's an All-Star. And like you said, very well deserving. I know he's tailed off a bit here, but I mean, a month ago, we're talking like, is he in the Cy Young conversation? But not even just an All-Star. Is he potentially the best pitcher in the National League? Right. And like, that's where we're at. And you look at pitchers in the National League, as far as WAR goes, he's 7th in total WAR. Only guys ahead of him: Jordan Montgomery, Marcus Stroman, Spencer Strider, Justin Steele, Zach Wheeler, and Zach Gallen. I mean, that's where we stand right now. We're not talking like this is a solid rotation right now, which most of it is due to Mitch Keller's dominant performance. And again, like you argue, he's an ace or whatever, and like the Pirates don't need him to be an ace, but they need him to be a good pitcher, and he's become a very, very good pitcher. And like you said, to be an All-Star, man, there were some quality choices this year too. Even though you can joke about the Pirates, being bad, this roster construction and whatever, there were some choices that you could easily argue for. So if there's one person to make it, Mitch Keller doing so, again, like kudos to him.
Yeah. I think the big difference maker is just like solid, consistent innings, night in, night out. Like I can't really think of just like a complete Mitch Keller dud all season. Like he's given the Pirates a chance to win pretty much every single time he's taken the ball. He goes deep into the game. 105 innings already. His career high was 159. He has more innings pitched this season than he had in all of 2021. So that's kind of where he's at. He's going deep into games. He's striking people out. He has more strikeouts this year. I mean, he's 20 strikeouts behind his entire strikeout total from last year, and it's July 3rd.
Isn't he on pace to break the record for the Pirates?
I'm not sure.
It could be incorrect.
He's got to be. I mean, he's got to be up there. He's on pace to strike out 200 this year, and
I'll look into that.
Oliver Perez, I think, was up there at one point.
I mean, the halfway point came. He's at 118 strikeouts, and he starts today.
Yeah, I
It's a
don't
lot.
know if the record's probably out of reach because I think Oliver Perez that 1 year had like 230 something. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, again, he's at 105
230
innings.
239 is
Okay.
what Perez did in 2004.
If he can top 200, I mean, he's flirting with 240-ish.
Yeah, you got to remember we're past the halfway point though.
Yeah, but how far past?
I don't know. I'm not doing the math. Last time I was on the show and we did math, didn't work out well. But yeah, congratulations to Mitch Keller. Well deserved.
To your point, yeah, like his stinker on May 26th, 6 earned in 6 innings. That was that like kind of stretch where Mitch Keller wasn't at his best. Yeah, 3 starts in a row, 6 earned, 4 earned, 5 earned. And then he went 1-4, 1-1. So again, that's why I say like he kind of tailed off a little bit. Those 3 starts, I mean, he was unbelievable. Outside of that, he only gave up more than 3 runs one time, and that was at start in Cincinnati, his very first start, right? I mean, he's just been absolutely dominant. He has been the guy that he stopped every losing streak, right? The Pirates gave him plenty of them, give him plenty of opportunities to stop losing streaks, and that's literally what he done. He came in the game, he shoved and said, "We're going to win," and he willed this team to a win. Again, outside of those like 3 starts in a row where he wasn't at his best, and then he's been very, very good ever since. So, yeah, again, great improvement. Seeing him win that award too just got you all in the feels. I don't know if you guys saw that video or not, but they show Shelton like making an announcement and Mitch Keller just like literally just I'm speechless. Just amazes everything of Mitch Keller. Like he's not a rah guy, gonna have a lot of words, but you could just tell that meant so much to him.
I haven't had a chance to see it because I just pulled up my Twitter and it shows nothing. I cannot see a single tweet right now.
Well, for everyone else who's rate limit exceeded and you want to talk Pirates, come check out our Discord that we got going on.
Yeah.
Oh, that plug. Jim, I do a little bit around here.
Yeah, good job. But for real though, join the Discord. Link's in the description, I think. Did you put the link in the description? Yeah. So no rate limits on the Discord. And we got some cool stuff going on there.
Yep. For sure. Anything else about the All-Star game? We want to talk about maybe some guys that didn't make it?
Yeah, like real quick, I think there's 2 other people that you could make a legitimate case for. I guess we'll stick with pitching and we'll go David Bednar. I think there's not too many pitchers in the National League, closers, who are better than David Bednar. He's been second in Fangraph's WAR among all relievers. He's got 16 saves, 1.44 earned run average, which is second in all of the National League.
Ridiculous.
The walks per 9, I can't imagine anybody's got a better walks per 9 or walk rate than Bednar. I don't think anybody does. He's been outstanding. I think there's a lot of people kind of upset that he didn't make it. I will say this, guys. Mitch Keller is slated to start tonight. He's slated to start Saturday. I mean, he's got 2 days rest going into the All-Star game. Mitch Keller's not going to be pitching in the All-Star game.
Right.
He's going to have an alternate named for him. My guess, David Bednar will be Mitch Keller's alternate. So the Pirates will eventually get 2 All-Stars, and Bednar will probably get in. If I'm just kind of connecting the dots and looking at what's out there, I can't foresee David Bednar not eventually getting into this game because Mitch Keller is going to have to need a sub.
For sure. So I'm with you. I think he will. But it was kind of weird. I almost felt like he was more of the slam dunk choice than Mitch Keller, if that makes sense. And mainly because like those starts I talked about. It's either Connor or Neil or something behind the scenes we're talking about. Like if Mitch Keller's season was almost flip-flopped, I think it would almost work in his favor. Right. Those 3 starts, maybe like what earlier, and then he had that dominant stretch. But Bednar's just been dominant all year long. Just very, very dominant. And like I guess what you're going to say here is yes, there's certainly some competition, and you're not going to have a whole lot of relievers. You're having more like starters in the game. But David Bednar's has been completely dominant, outstanding. Baracki's going to pitch bullpen. Yes, he's in the home run derby. But on the other end too, what I want to say is, I guess the way I worded it is I was kind of shocked that Bednar didn't make it, and then just disappointed that Kutch didn't, because I felt he was certainly on the outside in. The way like the season Kutch is having though, I would love to see him get an All-Star. It's going to be hard to do, but like he is having a phenomenal season. I think he's like the 25th best hitter in baseball. I didn't sort out National League or such right now, but yeah, just like an outstanding season. And like I would just love to have seen Kutch make it. He didn't, unfortunately, but it is what it is.
Yeah, the Andrew McCutchen, like you could say, he definitely deserves it, and Andrew McCutchen definitely deserves to have All-Star consideration this year. There's also some other really weird names left off that National League team. One of them being Fernando Tatis Jr. didn't make it. He's like number 2 or 3 in the league in WAR right now. Like he's having an unbelievable season, and he missed 20 games, right?
Right.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr. is probably the guy you're looking at, the NL roster and saying, why did he get in over all these other people, right? But yeah, McCutchen. I mean, if you're talking DHs, right? I mean, JD Martinez is the starting DH. McCutchen's got better offensive numbers than JD Martinez. So yeah, I definitely a little bit of a snub, and I think it's well deserved that he's playing like an all-star right now. Maybe he gets in eventually. I don't know, but I doubt it just because of the way position players are. But David Bednar will go to Seattle. I'm like 95% confident on that.
Same. I'm with you.
You all, thank you for watching. I know we try to provide the most entertaining content that we can, and we'd love to spread it to as many people as possible. So I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but if you could take the 5 seconds to like this video and subscribe to the page, it helps out so much more than you know. Thank you, and let's go Bucks.